Hola, bienvenidos a la clase de español. My name is Amanda Cowan, or Senorita Cowan, as your children may know me. I am currently in my second year at Forestdale, and it's been a crazy ride considering the whole COVID thing, but this is actually my fifth year teaching, and I'm sure this may be my second year having some of your children. So, some of the themes that we will be learning throughout the course of Spanish this year are Mis amigos y yo vamos a la escuela. So, we'll be discussing friends, time, school, and things of that nature. Then we'll also be getting into ¿Qué haces en tu tiempo libre? So, some food and hobbies that the students may be interested in. Celebraciones en casa con la familia. So, family and house vocabulary. And the final unit is usually Vamos de Vacaciones, which includes shopping, travel, and things of that nature. So, grades are a district policy, but the grades are broken down as follows for Spanish as well as any other subject. Quizzes and small projects make up 50% of a student's grade. Tests and large projects are 40%, and homework and classwork is 10% of their grade. Formal assessments. We will have a variety of formal assessments throughout the year. They are given every other week, ideally. They're always announced assessments. I used to give them weekly, being that we were in school 5 days a week, every Friday, so the students knew exactly when to expect things. However, at this pace, I just announce a class or two before when their assessments will be, and I always make that announcement on Google Classroom to remind them. So we do have a variety of assessments that I like to give throughout the year. Tests and quizzes are usually done on paper. Other times we'll give projects and short presentations. Students are expected to make up quizzes upon their return to class unless the student has missed several days. Homework will be given for students to reinforce concepts taught in class. Homework will be either a digital assignment linked in Google Classroom or a handout that I distribute in class. Homework that is given on days that are in person, so either the A cohort on Tuesday or Thursday or the B cohort on Wednesday or Friday, I expect to see that homework due back on their return to class unless I indicate otherwise. Homework can only be made up for the following reasons: absence or emergency. I urge the students to provide a note from their parents in this circumstance. In my class, participation is expected on a daily basis. The best way to learn Spanish is by listening and speaking. So I always let the students know this slide. Participation includes answering questions, following directions, helping out in class, keeping a positive attitude, coming to class regularly and arriving on time, and of course, being attentive and not disruptive. Materials that the students need were all handed out in a supply list for grades 6 through 8, but some of the things that I would like them to have are a 3-ring binder with folder to keep track of their handouts, lined paper so that they could take notes, a pen or pencil, and I know they needed dividers. As far as internet translators are concerned, this was a big issue during the all virtual learning. I have stressed this to all the students that use of internet translators is considered to be academic dishonesty, and using internet translators will result in a 0 of their work. I urge them to use dictionaries to look up single words or verb conjugations once we get there, which we haven't yet, at the site linked below, wordreference.com. Extra help. I used to give extra help every Thursday after school until around 3:30 to reinforce any concepts for the quizzes that they would be having the following Friday. However, right now, extra help is available during office hours. My office hours are Tuesday and Thursday from 2:05 to 2:30. Right now, extra help is only available virtually. If a student makes an appointment with me, I do expect them to show up. Day 0 for Spanish is a new introduction to our virtual learning and hybrid learning. It's actually being released on October 5th. I made the announcements in class the past 2 live days. So what is important about Day 0, students will be assigned work every Monday on Google Classroom. The work will be released at 1:40. It can be a variety and multiple assignments, or it would be one larger assignment. So all students have been invited to a Google Meet on Mondays from 1:40 to 2:20 in the event that they need any guidance or extra help with Day 0 work. The link can be accessed through your Google Calendars for live help. Attendance to the Meet link is not mandatory, although I have encouraged them to hop on and say hi if they would like, or hola, but the work must be done by that day. Contact information is available on the district website, but here is my email for purposes that you guys can see. It's acowan@rumsonschool.org. So questions, if you do have any about my presentation or class, any concerns, please feel free to either email me or fill out the Google form I linked to my landing page, and I will respond as soon as possible. Muchas gracias. Mucho gusto, which is pleased to meet you guys, even though this is virtually. And I hope to have a great year, as unconventional as it may be. Adios.